Namaste students. Today I am going to start with a new topic, that is glass prism, and I'll teach you how the ray will get refract when a light will pass through glass prism. Before this, you have already learned about a glass slab. Fine. First, I'll give you a small intro about glass slab. Now, this was the glass slab ABCD. Fine. This was the incident ray. This was the incident ray. This got reflected, and this is the emergent ray. Incident ray. Incident ray. This is refracted ray, and this is emergent ray. When incident ray is produced forward, fine. This incident ray and emergent ray, they both are parallel. Fine. When we have taught you about the glass slab, so you have seen these two are the parallel. Why? Reason being is this: because the surface where incident ray falls and the surface from where this emergent ray comes out, they both are parallel. They both are parallel. That is, AD is parallel to BC. Fine. They both are parallel. That's why the incident ray and the emergent ray, incident ray produced and emergent ray, they both are parallel to each other. But in case of prism, the two rays, that is incident ray, which is emerging, which comes out, produced, on the emergent ray, they both will not be parallel. Namaste students. I'll tell you about the glass prism. Glass prism is basically, as the word says, glass. It's made up of a transparent glass having a two triangular faces. If I draw a 3D shape of that one, this is the suppose front face ABC, and this is the back one DEF, and this will join like this, and this one will. Fine. Now this will be the front view basically. This ABC is the front view, and this DEF is a back view, having a two triangular faces ABC and DEF with three rectangular faces. Fine. One rectangular faces is at the left side, that is ADEB. Other rectangular face is bottom. I'll write here rectangular faces, that is ADEB. ADEB on the left side. On the bottom, this will be BCFE, bottom, and on right side this will be ADFC, ADF and C. Fine. These are rectangular faces, whereas triangular faces is ABC and DEF. Fine. If I draw a front view of this one, so it will be like this. This will be A, B, C, and this is D, and this is E, and this is F. Fine. That is basically the front view of a prism, and this is side view of a prism, which shows the face. Now, the faces of this prism, they are not opposite; they are adjacent to each other. If we see about in a triangle, if we talk about a triangle, that is ABC is a supposed triangle. So AB and BC are the adjacent, and AB and AC are the adjacent. So when we the front view, when we keep, if our top view of this prism will be like this, that is as I have drawn here, that is ABC. I'll show you the reflection through a prism. A, B, C be a prism, which is basically the top view of the prism when we keep. Fine. Now, the angle, this angle, the angle between the faces known as the angle of prism. This is angle of prism. Now, reflection phenomena is the same. This is the first surface. Fine. So, let this be a point. Let point P. Let this be a point P. This is a point of incidence. Fine. At this point, as this surface is a little bit tilted, so the normal to this will be like this. This is a normal. Fine. And this is the incident ray. This is I, that is angle of incident. AP is the incident ray. Now this is OP is normal. Now we know that a ray of light when goes from rarer medium to denser medium, as this is a glass, it is a denser medium, it bends towards the normal. Otherwise this ray of light, if goes straight, will go like this, would go like this. Fine. But it bends towards the normal. So this is the normal, so it will bend towards the normal. This. Okay. So this one, this is the R, that is angle of refraction. Angle of refraction. Fine. That is angle between the normal and the refracted ray. Now this is the first part. Now second part says when a ray of light coming from denser medium to rarer medium. Now the light is striking here, so we have to draw one normal at this point. So this is the normal at the emergent point. Fine. Let this be the point Q. Now when a ray of light coming from denser medium to rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. Otherwise it should go like this, but it bends away from the normal. And this known as the angle E, that is angle of emergence, and this ray is known as emergent ray. Fine. Now if we extend back this emergent ray, fine, which will meet the extended of this incident ray. So this is the angle. This angle, this is the angle. Fine. This angle is known as delta. That is angle of deviation. Angle of deviation means how much the light is deviated with respect to the original. That is incident ray. This is incident ray. This is normal. This is the angle of refraction, and this, if I PQ, I write here AP incident ray, this is PQ refracted ray. Let me this give a point R, so QR is emergent ray. Fine. Now angle of incidence is equal to angle OPA. Angle OPA. Angle of refraction is, this is the angle of refraction. If I will name this point as X, so XPQ. Fine. Angle of emergent, I'll name this point as S, so angle emergent, angle SQR. This is the angle of deviation. I'll name this as a point as RS. This is a T, and this is, let this be U. So QTU. Angle of deviation is equal to, it's QTU. This is the complete figure how the ray will get refracted when it will pass through a prism. Please note the two surfaces AB and AC, they are not parallel. That is why the incident ray and the emergent ray, they are not parallel to each other. The next topic is a dispersion of light. Dispersion of light. What happens that basically white light, that sunlight, although it seems to be yellow, but it is a sun seems to be yellow because of the burning. Fine, because that has a lot of reactions there, so heat and light energy comes out. Otherwise, that light comes out, that is a white light. And white light basically consists of 7 colors. Fine. So when white light passes through prism, it divides in its 7 constituents, because all the 7 colors of which the white light is made up of, they have their own different speeds. So when it goes from one medium to another medium, that is rare to denser, in glass they move with a different speed. In air they move with the same speed, whereas other medium they move with a different speed. So that's why we get all the 7 colors. Please have a look. This is a prism. This is ABC is a prism. When white light falls on this prism, fine, this is a white light. We have taken only one ray of the white light to make you understand. So from here it bends and all the 7 colors will bend. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now all the these 7 colors have different speeds, so they all move with the different speeds, and as a result, if we put one white screen over here, so all the 7 colors we will see over this, and this 7 color is basically if we start from the lower, that is violet, indigo, then blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Now as red color will come out, you can see the red color at the top, so it means the red color has a more speed. See, red color has a more speed, so that's why it will deviate. The change in the path of the red color is less. Fine. Red color has maximum wavelength. Red color has maximum wavelength, whereas violet color has minimum wavelength. As red color has a more wavelength, so the maximum wavelength, so the speed of the red color is maximum. Fine. And the violet color has minimum wavelength, so the speed of a violet color is minimum. So that's why the red color deviates least, whereas violet color deviates the most. And this all 7 color will comes like this, in this order, and we together call it as a VIBGYOR. VIBGYOR. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Now, one thing I would like to tell you here is, you must have seen that the danger signal, the tail light of all the vehicles, the traffic light of the signal, fine, that is of the red color. You must have seen buildings with or towers with the electric towers, or the mobile towers with a very having a good height, with other height, and also the buildings, multi-story building in Delhi or in metro cities. So they have a red light over there. Red light is basically the sign of a danger. Red color, as I told you just now, has a maximum wavelength, so having a more speed, so that is why the speed of a red color is maximum. So that's what the danger signals all we made up of the red color, so that it can reflect to our eye very early as compared to the other color. Now the other color which we use in a traffic signal is orange and then green. Fine. So the first, the otherwise the first is the red, second is the yellow, yellow or orange generally, as these are the same color. Fine, orange and yellow, if light and dark, that is of the same family. So that's why only one color is used, either yellow or orange. And third is we use is the green. It red for stop, orange for ready, and green for go. Now, again, the once I'll tell you the definition of this dispersion. The splitting of white light into its constituents of the color, that is known as the dispersion. I'll write the definition for you. This is the definition. The splitting of white light into its constituents is called the dispersion of light. Constituents means the light of which it is made up of. You may write that into the 7 color. That splits into 7 color. Now, the band of 7 colors obtained on screen. Obtained on it's a screen. Obtained on screen. That is called a spectrum. Next topic is the recombination of 7 colors. Just now I taught you that when white light will pass through prism, it will split in its constituent, that is 7 color. So that is starting from the down, that is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and top is the red. If we suppose put another prism that is upside down, that is prism PQR, upside down, so what will happen? Again, now this time the rays will divert, that is towards other side, that is upside. Fine. And as a result, all the 7 colors will meet at one point, because again the speed, this will deviate most. So that will and that will, the red will deviate least. So they all will meet at one point, and through other prism, when the light will pass out, so again we get a white light. It means, see, please remember, these are the 2 prism and the both are kept opposite to each other. If we place opposite to each other, then only we will get the again white light.